Oh, big backflip now as well. Exodus with a lot of offense here in a short burst of time. Another big move. Now have a cover. Equinox down for the count. 1 count. 2 count. Oh my goodness. Talk about a slow count. Radical Rick kicked out or grabbed the ropes. I'm not sure which happened first there. Big stomp to the knee now. Exodus working on the leg here of Radical Rick. Oh, now just standing there on the... Using the ropes or just standing on his leg. Setting Radical Rick up here now. Oh, Matt Revelation had hopped up onto the ring apron, got caught in that. Kick to the chest area there. Yet another one finds its mark. Chris Exodus now comes shooting in. Oh, a huge drop kick. Exodus with the upper hand at this juncture. He's outside the ring. Equinox begins the count. Radical Rick now rolling onto the apron here. Exodus and Jake Gold having words here. Now Radical Rick's outside trying to maybe gather his game plan here, get something in line. Him and Jake Gold are now conversing. Exodus coming over, checking out what they're talking about here maybe. Two count now from Equinox. Radical Rick just taking his time strolling around the ring here. Definitely getting his chance to kind of rest here, get his breath back. Exodus decides he's had enough. He's just going to sit down and wait. Radical Rick. Oh, quickly tries to come in behind Exodus, but Exodus was a little too quick for him there. Figured Radical Rick had to have something up his sleeve, I'm sure. Oh, shoots in. Collar tie-up now. Back and forth they go. Nobody gaining the upper hand as of yet. Exodus shoves Radical Rick back in the corner. Oh, shoves Chris Exodus off of him there. Smashes his head back off the back of the rope. Oh, baseball slide right into the midsection. Exodus rolling to the outside here. Radical Rick quickly in tow. Exodus coming back over towards the ring. Oh, Radical Rick smashes right into Exodus. Exodus almost comes crashing right into me. Radical Rick, I think he took about as much punishment as Exodus did from that move. Oh, they come in, they both a kick and a punch at the same time. Exodus now gaining a bit of an upper hand, but hey, check that. Huge European uppercut sends Radical Rick crashing into the... Oh! Matt Revelation came up out of nowhere, walks into a super kick. Chris Exodus and them now right on top of me. Big right hand now.
Way to go, Monkey! Hit him harder!
Exodus rolls in long enough to break the count. And they are heading now towards the front yard here somewhat. I don't know where they're going. I'm out of cord. That Exodus just smashes him right down onto the ground there. That'll be all right. Exodus now dragging Radical Rick back over this way a touch here. Now what's he going to do? Oh my goodness. Going up on top of the slide. It's got to be 5 or 6 foot up in the air. That's even more than that now. My goodness, he is way up there, folks. Radical Rick laying motionless down over here somewhere. I couldn't find him on the camera just there. Exodus pointing up at the sky. Oh, comes flying off. My goodness, folks. You can hear Radical Rick just hollering in pain. Chris Exodus doubled over as well, though. My goodness, folks. Radical Rick being checked on now by Equinox. Chris Exodus unbelievably is back up on his feet now, as is Radical Rick. My goodness.
13. Since you hate him,
big right hand. Dang it, I missed that altogether. That was terrible camera work. Oh, just throws that plastic cup right off of his face.
I'm more itchy. No, I can't say that. It's a PG show. No disqualification.
And now Equinox has made it a no disqualification match. We were all shocked when his music hit. Nobody knew that he was here this evening. Radical Rick slowly starting to try and get back up here, heading towards me now. Exodus has disappeared into the actual arena. I'm not for sure what he's went in there for, but it's probably not something good. Equinox now telling him to get his crap together. Oh, no disqualification. Oh, huge crutch shot to the midsection and then to the back. Oh, Radical Rick comes flying in. I don't know if I got that on camera. That happened so fast. My goodness. Back over towards the ring now. They've begun to fight. So we're going to head back over that way now. Throws Chris Exodus off the ring post. My goodness. Radical Rick now coming running towards me.
I swear to God.
Oh, here comes running up. Huge drop kick there. Nowhere for Exodus to go.
That's your move. That's my
Yeah, see, even the fans know.
my move.
Radical Rick now has Exodus back in the ring. We now have a cover. Pretty quick count there, it seemed like, by Equinox, but still only manages to get a 2 count. Exodus definitely feeling the effects of that. Equinox making his way back into the ring. Oh, Exodus now takes the kendo stick, jabs that into Jake Gold a couple different times.
Where's Matt Revelation when I need him?
Exodus now has the kendo stick, one of his favorite weapons. Oh, a shot to the back with the kendo stick, finds its mark. Oh, another shot to the back now with the kendo stick. That's 2. Jams it right into his midsection. Now a shot to the side of the head. I don't know what the first move is anyway. Oh, Equinox now blindsides Chris Exodus. Exodus was looking over the ring at his competitor, and he got blindsided by Equinox now. Equinox exposing that big boot. Oh, just stomps it right into Exodus's chest. Definitely not going to be any give to that.
Bring him up.
Radical Rick is telling Equinox, bring him up. He's up onto the second rope.
Thought Equinox was the bomb. You want him gone? Bring him up here.
Telling Equinox now to bring him on up to him if he wants Exodus gone.
I'm not scared of him. Are you scared of me?
Rick, the stick.
Equinox now helping get Exodus up onto his shoulders. My goodness, folks, this does not look good. Oh, deposits him down. Laying just motionless now, Exodus is. My goodness. Oh, huge reverse splash, finds his mark. And Exodus, I don't know how he was able to kick out of that. Just unbelievable.
Hey, we can see you.
You can't see me.
We didn't know you were here. Oh, yeah, fuck that. He comes with
Joey the ref apparently has decided that he's going to do a better job at reffing, but Equinox has grabbed a hold of Joey the ref. Oh, and then just throws him out of the ring.
What?
I would definitely say this has turned chaotic at best. Oh, Chris Exodus starting to get some momentum going here, though, now. Oh, comes flying in, splashes them both right in the corner now. Kicked out of the head. Sends Equinox crashing down to the mat. Jake Gold now making his way into the ring. One of the last members of the unit still on his feet.
If he can't do it, nobody can.
Big right hand from Jake Gold. Him and Chris Exodus have a long history here in CHWA. Oh, picks him up here. This doesn't look good for Chris Exodus. Oh, hits him with the GPS. That connects. Exodus crashing down to the mat.
I'm scared.
Jake Gold just disposing of his handkerchief right on Exodus's face and smacks him on the face a couple times. They have Exodus right where they want him here. Equinox rolls over, 2 count. And Exodus is able to kick out though still. Unbelievable at this juncture.
Can we talk about this? You cannot talk about yourself unless it's good things. You gotta have self-confidence. I don't want to say anything though.
I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Oh, I got
Oh, a kick to the back now. The Radical Rick. Exodus setting him up here. Oh my goodness, what is he doing now? This does not look good, folks. Oh my goodness, rolls him up. 2 count. Radical Rick kicks out though.
Let's go, Superman. 50-50, right down the middle.
Equinox saying he's calling it right down the middle. He's still sticking with that story. Big right hand now from Exodus finds its mark. Another right hand.
Equinox is going to preschool tomorrow. Why?
Exodus now getting up ahead of steam, comes charging in. Huge European uppercut. Oh, comes flying in again with another one just for good measure. Taking Radical Rick now up onto this top rope. This does not look good here. My goodness me, folks. Radical Rick now up onto the top rope. Oh my. Huge suplex finds his mark. That's quickly back up, hits him with another one.
That's right. That's right. Pops in the head.
Not releasing it though. 2 of them in a row.
For Eddie.
Oh, hits him on that one, slams him down yet again. A quick cover. And we have an L-ride kick out.
50-50. I told you were 80-20. 50-50, right now.
80-20.
All day. 20.
No, you're preschool. You're
All right.
20.
Those of you watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you chime in, let us know what you think. You think he's calling it 50-50? Because that's kind of not the way I'm seeing it, to be honest. A couple of big right hands now back and forth between the competitors. Exodus now setting him up for the ride. Into the corner he goes. Exodus comes charging in. Radical Rick out of the way, though. Oh, locks the spider in on him now. Exodus nowhere to go.
Spider pig. You don't have it in you. You don't have what it takes.
No kind of a count to break the hold. Radical Rick finally does let go of the hold, however.
I think I'm feeling a little curvy.
Setting him up here now, waiting for him to get up. Oh, big curb stomp, finds its mark. Drops an elbow down now. 1 count is all. Exodus all of a sudden just sits up like a man possessed. Grabs him around the throat. Oh, big choke slam now from Chris Exodus right in the middle of the ring. And it stares at Equinox. That's one of Equinox's moves right there. So I'm sure he's not too happy about seeing Exodus do that to his teammate, Radical Rick.
That's right. Take off the gloves. Show the unit why we rock.
Exodus is now beginning to warm up the band here, so to speak. Oh, big super kick. Takes Radical Rick right off of his feet. My goodness.
Time to put a roller to bed.
Big right hand. Another big right hand now from Exodus. Big forearm now to the side of the head. Turns around. Equinox there with some kind of a cheap shot. I'm sure I couldn't see it. Sets him in for the ride. Oh my goodness, a 3D. Equinox grabbing the leg. We now have a cover, but Equinox unable to count. And at the last possible, I mean, that was so close. Radical Rick, you can see, he's furious.
there, Neville.
Exodus using the roll zone comes in. Radical Rick ducks under.
Too many times, boy.
Radical Rick saying he did that too many times. Drop kick right to the midsection now. Sets Exodus up onto the top rope here. This doesn't look good. Radical Rick climbing up to the top here. Cinching the head in. This does not look good. Exodus, I don't even know what you would call that. That was just crazy looking though, coming at you here on camera. High impact move, that's for sure. Planted Radical Rick in the ring. Exchange of right hands now back and forth. Right hand. Oh, Exodus coming right out on top of me here. Uses the rope, springs all the way across onto the arm of Radical Rick, I believe. Big right hands now finding their mark. Shows Exodus off of him. Exodus runs into a big boot now. Exodus comes in, a kick to the side of the head here. Right hand now from Exodus. Another right hand. Exodus springboards on the rope. Oh! Radical Rick catches him, drives him into the mat.
Come on, Radical Rick.
2 count. Exodus able to kick out though, so the match will continue here. Equinox now bringing Exodus back up to his feet, throws him over into the corner. Jake Gold now into the ring as well. Reverse heel kick there, finds its mark. Now has Exodus up onto his shoulders. Hits him with the go to sleep. I believe that's the second one now Exodus has been hit with by Jake Gold during this match. Equinox now reaches down, grabs Exodus by the throat, picks him up.
This is just dumb.
Huge choke slam, just about broke Exodus in half. He bounced so high up off the rope or the mat right there. Radical Rick now climbing up all the way up here, coming back into the ring. He's up onto the top rope now. My goodness. Heads up down below. Oh, backflips down onto Exodus, finds its mark. Oh, that had to be one of the fastest 3 counts I think I've ever seen in my life. He is calling for the bell. Radical Rick, I think it would be safe to say, stole this victory over Exodus. I mean, my goodness. The unit here, large and in charge. Equinox out of nowhere tonight. Nobody knew he was even on the premises, I believe. So Radical Rick is victorious over Chris Exodus here this evening. Joey the ref and the Pain Train have now came out here. If you remember during the match, Equinox was beating on Joey the ref. He's now brought the Pain Train with him. Oh my goodness. Just smashes him down into the ring. He's got that leg, that boot on. He had that surgery on his foot. And now the Pain Train taking the boot off, or attempting to take the boot off. Oh, just yanking on it. Yanks it. Oh, and then smashes it right into the leg of Equinox, the Pain Train. Just destroying Equinox. Joey the ref showed he's not playing by bringing the Pain Train out here with him now. Rolls him over into the sharpshooter, and look who's there to enjoy it. Joey the ref. Right there in Equinox's face, enjoying the look of pain on Equinox's face here. I believe Equinox may be out.